How much grammar do you need to speak fluent English? Do you really need grammar or not? These are the questions that I'm definitely sure you must have had at some point, and still you might think about it. These questions are quite common, a problem a lot of English learners face. Now, this problem of grammar, should you really pay attention to grammar? Should you not pay attention to grammar? How much grammar would you require to speak English fluently? Is a big question. And today I'm going to decode this exactly. How much do you need? Are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you can get all the lessons related to English fluency, vocabulary, conversation, and communication. Please like this video and share it with your friends too. Now, coming back to today's lesson, how much grammar do you need to speak English fluently? Well, that's a question that depends on what is your purpose of learning English, your why of learning English. If your why is to become fluent in speaking, if you just want it for the communication purpose, the answer would be different. And if you want it for the academic purpose, then the answer is going to be different. It depends on the context, on the person, the reason why a person is learning the language, and also at which level you are. So, if you are at somewhere around B2 level or B1 level, I would say that you do not need to pay attention to a lot of grammar because you know basic grammar. That's why you are at B2 level. That means intermediate or upper intermediate level. So if you are at either B1, B2 level, you can skip the grammar part because for speaking, you know the sentence structures, you are able to form them. That means you have actually gained natural sense of English speaking, natural sense of where to put what. For example, if you are making a sentence, you know what to use with singular, what to use with plural. It's natural to you. That's why you are at B2 level. Now, for somebody who might be at A2 level or now you are at B1 level, you need to cover your basic grammar. If you are learning English for speaking, for communication, you need to cover your basic grammar so that you can form good sentence structures. You do not need to go into really deep grammar concepts and formal grammar, a lot of grammar rules. No, do not get into the hassle of knowing each and every grammar rule. That is going to hinder your growth. That is going to hinder your growth in fluency. So, if you are all about the grammar, which rule to put where, you'd be constantly worried about, am I making the right sentence? Am I using the right tense? Am I using the right grammar rule? And this is not what we want. We want speaking to be spontaneous, free. And for that, you have to just cover your basic grammar. Now, what is basic grammar? For that, I would say that you have to cover concepts like your tenses, your singular, plural, your verbs, or things like is, am, are, how to use them, has, have, had. So I've also covered them in my grammar lessons. You can find videos on this topic on the channel. And these are the concepts which are important to speak English fluently. These are the concepts which you can grasp easily and they're not so difficult. You need to just put them in your speaking practice. That means whenever you're practicing English, also practice your speaking English, your sentences, they must revolve around these concepts too. So once in a while, the theme of your speaking practice must be okay, today I'm going to practice my singular plurals, today I'm going to practice a bit of tenses. Maybe think about something that has happened in the past, you're recalling them. And these things you're practicing speaking out loud, the memories, that means you're talking about the past. You are using your past tense. Naturally, you are using a particular tense and you're practicing your tenses. In turn, you are reinforcing them, reinforcing your tenses, and you're doing your speaking practice on a topic that you might love, your favorite childhood memory that has happened in the past, and you are using the past tense, right? So, like this, you can also practice your tenses, your basic grammar while doing your speaking practice. Now, if I come to the hard and fast grammar rules, the deeper grammar, the more grammar that you need, that's for the academic purpose. If you are learning English for some kind of academic purpose, for example, you're appearing for an IELTS exam, you're appearing for a TOEFL exam, you are appearing for any other competitive exam, For that, you really need to know your grammar rules. You really need to know them, and just not know them, but how to apply them in your speaking, in your written English. So, grammar is required when you produce English. Either you speak it or you write it. If you have work where it requires for you to write a lot of English, for example, your work demands you to prepare PPTs, a lot of PPTs, a lot of reports. You have to type in English. That means you are required to know formal English. And in this scenario, you must be really clear with your grammar concepts so that you can write correct English. The more refined your English is, the more refined your work is. And on the professional front, you are going to see career growth much better if you have all these skills. So, in that sense, you need grammar. But if you're just focusing on communication, speaking fluently, I would say start with your basic grammar. Do not jump right into the grammar in the beginning stages. In the beginning, just go with the flow. Small grammar concepts and your speaking practice and other things to improve your English is very important. That's necessary. So, when you're doing this, do not forget to take both the things side by side. Your speaking practice, your English improvement, your learning English, and your grammar must go side by side. Your complete focus must not be on the grammar. Let me learn grammar concepts first, and then I'm going to pay attention to other aspects of English. No, all the aspects must be taken at the same time, and everything must go hand in hand. Right? So, this is what you need. This is the grammar that you need. This has now answered your question, a question that has been asked a lot by a lot of people, and this is a common query, the grammar portion. How to tackle it, what to do. Small start, take small steps, take basic concepts. That's it. Cover your basic concepts and do not totally focus on grammar. Also, focus on your speaking part, your fluency, how to improve your fluency. That's very important. So, if you're not taking up all the techniques to improve fluency, whatever grammar you're learning, it's going to wait because you're not putting it to practice. So, you have to learn grammar, but there must be a strategy where you're not completely involved in grammar learning because this is fluency. You want English to communicate, to speak, right? And for that, you must have everything that is required to speak a language, not just grammar, not just learning grammar rules. So, there is a balance in everything that you must do. And this is the balance that you require. So, create that balance in your English learning, and you'll do it absolutely easily. So that's it for today. That is it. Now I'm going to meet you again in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.